This program is rated PG. It contains themes and scenes which may not be suitable for very young audiences. Parental guidance is advised.
Okay everyone, I want you all to put your things down because kukwentuhan ko kayo ng tungkol sa Rizal's abandonment and assimilation. Okay? Rizal and the education of his people. In Rizal's essay, he introduced the new orthography to the Philippines. Rizal's mentioned that they have been intimidated to do something about the old orthography that will make the studies of the pedagogical will that is used in the school of Saxony during his stay in Germany in 1886 to 1887. Rizal stated that education is the key to understanding much of the result. Career. For his whole career was brought out with education. His own education and also the education of his people was fired by the result to improve himself at every opportunity. Learning to the new language after another, he urged Del Pilar to learn French or English on his arrival in Spain. That's why, because the language offer you the treasure of the country. That is the knowledge. The science turned up in the language. Each country he visited, he felt that something to offer from which he might learn to have been progress for the Philippines. Curiously enough, one of the departed with the dearest on medical complex, translated into Tagalog in 1895, that still uses the old system. This is an education of difference between the latter's a prophecy of the changes based on purely for logical grounds and results. Based more on nationalist plans, Pardo has published an article on the subject in the Manila newspaper. Education for the future is even a young student in 1883. He lamented to his family that there are so few Filipinos who are studying various crafts and industries such as manufacture of paper, of glass, of porcelain, of textile, and many more, rather than concentrating on law and medicine. As almost they have should imitate the Japanese and turn to industry, to engineering and agriculture. In May 1890, Marciano wrote his brother on hearing that Rusanida, the new Dominican Archbishop of Manila, had indirectly proposed Del Pilar for formula of accommodation to resolve the struggle of the Filipino group in Europe against the friars. Tenants evicted by the court's order to return to their lands, and when efforts were made to turn over the lands of the disposed to others, no one would take them and they were left uncultivated. So, the high point of propaganda movement, Del Pilar, a sole editor, has set up the La Solaridad in Madrid. The paper was doing itself proud with regular articles by Del Pilar, Rizal's Blumentritt, Antonio Luna, Dominador Gomez, and also Marciano Ponce. Del Pilar and Rizal's pamphlets of 1888 to 1889 were circulating relatedly that Del Pilar was earnest in his desire to have Rizal's collaboration. Despite in somewhat patronizing judgment of Rizal's is clear from the series of the letters he wrote during the latter's in his last month in Europe. He was correct in realizing that he really need Rizal's collaboration. As events were soon to show, in a way he did not perhaps anticipate, but Rizal's course was already charted and over a different road for his new novel was now to disclose the direction his thoughts and aspiration that had taken since the publication of the Noli Me Tangere. And that's all. And I hope that you have learned something about the Rizal's abandonment of assimilation. And thank you all for listening. Thank you.